The excitement for the Royal Rumble is already kicking in, and WWE just broke down that forbidden door with some interesting confirmations. This is WrestleRound bringing you today's top 5 wrestling news and rumors, so make sure to have those notifications turned on to always be up to date, and let's get right into it. Starting this off with some breaking news, WWE ended up announcing that Sasha Banks is expected to be out of action for 6 to 8 weeks after suffering a foot injury Sunday evening at a WWE live event in North Carolina. They did add it that nothing is broken, and Sasha Banks recently did tweet out that she was okay after that injury scare, in which, if you guys remember the previous report, she was not able to stand on her own and needed help to get to the backstage after the match. This is obviously WWE taking extra precautions for her to heal up. Unfortunately, it means that once again Sasha Banks is going to miss the Women's Royal Rumble. Before, not just due to injury, but because she was champion, she had to miss the Rumble. And this year, she was one of the favorites going in to go on, win it all, and face off Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. That Rumble really doesn't want Sasha to win. The good thing is that since it is only 6 to 8 weeks that she will be out of action, maybe she could make an early return, but for sure it looks like she is going to be good heading into WrestleMania. While we are on the topic of the Royal Rumble, WWE is breaking the door, literally working out a brand new deal / partnership with Impact Wrestling, as Mickie James was announced for the Women's Rumble matchup, and they even acknowledged her as the Impact Knockout Champion. This is obviously huge. Impact Wrestling Executive Vice President Scott D'Amore also confirmed the news, indicating that the deal was something that both WWE and Mickie James wanted. So Impact Wrestling got the paperwork ready and they agreed on it. The question is whether or not Mickie James will show up with the title at the Royal Rumble event. She got a big matchup happening actually tonight on Impact Wrestling pay-per-view against Deonna Purrazzo. So will she be holding the title heading into the WWE pay-per-view is the question. Adding to all of this, it is not known yet if they worked out any other type of deal. Will somebody be showing up on Impact Wrestling? Is this actually a crossover type of thing? I don't necessarily see it happening. I just think WWE actually and finally respect Mickie James, and after everything they put her through, this is literally the least that they could do. Try to do something unexpected and have a legend like her be the one to quote-unquote pass through the forbidden door. Now, Mickie James wasn't the only superstar getting revealed for the Royal Rumble matchup, because WWE decided to ruin a bunch of other surprises, some of which the superstars themselves didn't know that they were gonna announce it. Summer Rae ended up indicating that she had no idea WWE was gonna announce this and that it was supposed to be a surprise. Regardless, she is grateful as she is getting a lot of love in social media right now, people being excited for her to make a comeback. Alongside her, WWE announced Mickie James, Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, Michelle McCool, Kelly, Lita, Rhea Ripley, Nikki Almost a Superhero, Shotzi Blackheart, Natalia, Dana Brooke, Carmella, Selena Vega, Tamina, Aaliyah, Naomi, Shayna Baszler, and also Charlotte Flair, which is a bit of a surprise because of course she is the SmackDown Women's Champion. I expect Bianca Belair or Liv Morgan to be added into this matchup, depending who goes on to face Becky Lynch for the title. And even though WWE did ruin a lot of these surprises, as now we know about them, so they're not really a surprise even though there are big entrants. Don't fear, because even after all of the entrants that I just announced, there's still 10 more spots that they need to fill up. And of course, those spots are likely going to be a couple of extra returns and even NXT superstars and more legends that we don't know about just yet. One that could be showing up is Paige, as she has been teasing that she has been training to make an in-ring return because it is something that she really wants to. And she even tweeted about the fact that she's already trending and that she knows that that means that it is January, of course referring to the Royal Rumble month. Paige is still under contract with WWE until June, and since she is planning to make a pro wrestling return sometime in the future, WWE might take advantage of it and have her as a surprise. Paige have indicated in the past that if she does return, she wants to keep it 100% a surprise surprise. So even though WWE made a lot of announcements, there's still a lot of space for those surprises. Looks like we could be seeing 2 NXT superstars going to Raw or SmackDown in the near future. Tommaso Ciampa defeated Pete Dunne in a dark main event before this week's Friday Night SmackDown broadcast. Tommaso Ciampa and Pete Dunne are of course part of the old guard at NXT, and with NXT moving to a whole different direction right now, a lot of these quote-unquote older guys that have been on NXT for quite a while now are either getting called up or they're just getting moved on to something else. Usually WWE do dark matches with superstars that they're getting called up to kind of see how they perform. Ciampa recently lost the title, so it is very likely alongside Pete Dunne that they could be going to the main roster. And sticking with NXT with so many changes that have been happening, and not really a surprise here, but latest backstage news provided by Wave Keller indicates that Triple H's reaction to all of this is that he is super bummed out about the whole situation, as the NXT crew is something that he has been building up for years now. That is all the latest wrestling news for today. Make sure to subscribe and leave a comment down below to enter to a chance to win a WWE shop or AEW shop gift card. Stay savage, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.